Hey Zalivas, and this is Super Summer God Daniel fucking Bryan's the event card. Oh my days. This is great. Yeah, he's just about to pop up in a second. Daniel Bryan, the yes man himself, is here in WWE SuperCard, and that is big because of a couple of reasons. The first is because I now know his stats, and his stats are pretty decent. The second reason is, God damn it, he's a right arrow. That means a tag finally for anyone who's got event cards. And a lot of people who are in the lower tiers, Legendary Survivor, are now actually saying they're going to go for their first ever event card. Let me know if you are going for Daniel Bryan in the comment section below. But wow, that is huge. I love it. I had a hint that it was going to happen. We did expect Samoa Joe to be the next Ring Domination card, but then marking out like crazy. I was hoping maybe a different image, but I'm happy with this because it's different to all the other images he has. And let's be honest, there's probably about hundreds of you who have the Survivor Season 1 and the Legendary Season 1 that you'll be using instead. I know which one I'm going to be using, which obviously I'll reveal when I get Daniel Bryan, which will probably be tomorrow or something. And obviously we've got a stream tomorrow, which is going to be incredible. I'm so looking forward to this one. I've not been this pumped for a event since, well, I think the first event I've really been excited since The Rock, if I'm going to be truthful. And this card is going to be awesome. So let's have a look at it and see where we can go with this card. And it has got a lot of possibilities. I'm going to show you up in the right hand side right now. There is our Daniel Bryan card. Now this, I kind of expected these stats. I was expecting maybe his power to be lowered a little bit and his toughness to be put up a little bit more than that. But I'm still happy with that. The speed, the charisma is very good as well. The speed is the third highest in the game as far as I'm aware. The toughness is better than I think it's better than Jericho. Or it's the same as Jericho. I think it's the same as Ric Flair, but we'll check that in a second. But yeah, it's really good stats. And I think this is one of those cards that could genuinely be a free statter. You could use this card in toughness, speed and charisma, and you'd have, a pretty good chance of beating most people. And the only thing I have to say is RIP to anyone who didn't put that Undertaker in power and toughness. Because if you level this card up in speed and charisma, oh my god, you've got an absolute monster of a tag with Taker and Bryan if you leveled him up in power and toughness. As well as that, if you leveled up Rock in loads of power, then that obviously helps as well. But wow, this card is going to be incredible. So I'm going to see if I can actually get into the game because we have had lots of network errors actually just randomly pop up out of nowhere. And I'm actually in a really tough. Got a 300 credits there. If you haven't logged in, by the way, log in, you get 300 free credits. Go and spend it on a Superstar Plus pack or something. I don't know. Some people get legendary cards from that stuff. So I'm actually in a King of the Ring, a really difficult King of the Ring actually. I'm just going to update you here before we go into Ring Domination. She's got Arthur as well, Malanov as well. Who's talking about the Survivor card as well, which is not been revealed yet, by the way, but I do know what the Legendary and the Epics card, which I'm going to tell you guys in just literally about 1 minute. Just another one. So what we're going to do is just go look at this King of the Ring because obviously it is awesome. We've got Ira Bucks who beat me, Proxy, Venom Striker, Arthur, Genius. A lot of these guys actually have already said they're quit. We've actually got, I think, my first King of the Ring with more than 8 people in it. This is literally like a King of the Ring of Hell. So I am not looking forward to all the matches I'm going to have to play in this, but I do have a couple of breaks before I have to face Genius and Venom Striker. So lost to Iowa Bucks, but hopefully I can continue and maybe get to the final. But beating people like Arthur, Venom Striker, and Iowa Bucks is not going to be easy. So pray for me. We get to Ring Domination quickly. Team Ring Domination first. Let's go to the team points breakdown. Just to say a big shout out to Kill Moose Kill and Jim Banner who came through for the Mark Henry card. It's such a shame because I can't show you it, but literally we had like a couple of shards. It was crazy. Literally they had like 5 shards left in the Mark Henry card and we didn't manage to get it in the end. So the guys paid on. Edge Punk as well carried on. Biggity did a good job. Stitches, Yellow, and yeah, Fuji still only did 3 shards. You lazy sod. Anyway, let's move on. I still haven't trained up my Ric Flair. I did get Ric Flair, guys, and I am going to post a video of me getting him. It was one of the funner moments of the season 2, and it was actually a very surprise challenge game against Edward as well. So I look forward to showing you guys that in the future as well. And obviously Ring Domination. Let's go to Ring Domination. Now, a lot of people have been using the same trick that has been used previously. Apparently, you cannot do it with the Survivor card anymore. The trick was that you could basically skip forward a tier to Survivor and then look through the card like people do now. But I can tell you that the legendary card is Bray Wyatt, and I can also tell you that the epic card is a Triple H. We don't know any of the other cards at the moment. Now, for me, I have a couple of suggestions as to what the Survivor card is going to be. Now, if the Triple H is the epic, and I was predicting this morning that Triple H would be the Survivor, it's either one or two things, and I'm not trying to hype this up too much because a lot of people come back to me and go, "Well, duh, you told us it was going to be this ridiculously good card, and it wasn't." It's going to be one of three cards in my mind. I think it's either going to be a Survivor John Cena, it's going to be a Survivor Roman Reigns, or for the first time ever, and I think this is very, very possible, given that we are only probably another 4 weeks away from WrestleMania tier. Save that in your diaries, guys. Obviously, WrestleMania coming up. This is potentially going to be the event that we finally get a Survivor Diva in before Daniel Bryan. So I'm not trying to hype you guys up, but it's going to either be John Cena, it's going to be Roman Reigns, or it's going to be Brie Bella. That's my suggestion. That's my predictions. Let me know what your predictions are. Let me know if legendary Bray Wyatt actually makes a pro for you, and also let us know if Epic Triple H makes a pro for you, if you're building yourself up the ranks. And also if any of those mentioned Survivor cards, because I just cannot expect it being anything else. The only other possible card that I can think it could be would be... Oh, wow. I can't think of it being anyone else, unless it's a Kane. But Kane's been in RTG, Kane's been in Team RTG. That's the only other thing I can imagine. But I would expect maybe the Ultra Rare to be Kane or something like that. Again, if anyone can confirm... I'd be shocked if it was Kane, let's put it that way. But we'll find out tomorrow what it is. I'm expecting something good. If not in this event, in the next event, there'll be some kind of Survivor option. And it seems they tend to want to give the good options to Road to Glory. So maybe we'll have to wait until the following week to get that Diva. Again, we don't know if Ring Domination can physically offer you a Diva. Because it's always been programmed to give you males. So who knows for this point in time. So yeah, that is it. Yes, Domination is upon us. Remember that Epic Triple H and a legendary Bray Wyatt are on their way possibly to you guys very, very, very soon. I put a common or an uncommon weight in there, which kind of brings down a deck to that Survivor Plus, or brings it to below Survivor, the top decks. But realistically speaking, can I give you a tip? If you're in the top tiers or you've got the event cards, because we don't have Daniel Bryan Pro yet, all you got to do is literally put it to the right hand side and just move it up the side. So if you're looking from this side, you'd be going that way. If you do that, or you just close off any gaps and put any of your weaker cards in a gap, put a common or uncommon in there, you literally cannot lose. I'm being serious. In about 7 or 8 times out of 10, you're probably going to get a game where you have all event cards. It's going to be insane, which is why I think people are looking forward to this Daniel Bryan so much. Which obviously brings us on to the road to WrestleMania, because the road to WrestleMania in WWE has started with the amazing announcement that Shane McMahon came back. That was incredible. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section, because that was one of the biggest events in WWE for ages. When I saw he came back, I literally almost pissed myself. I was so happy, because it's something, as an Attitude Era fan and an early 2000s fan, you know all about it. Even if you guys were only watching it when DX came back and they were fighting the guys at the Spirit Squad, they still had Shane McMahon in there, and it was interesting to see him back and to see how it seems how heavily he's going to be involved in the storylines. But we also got the road to WrestleMania with SuperCard. And when I say the road to WrestleMania, this is the point where they're going to probably start giving people what they've been asking for weeks. So, for example, you're going to get your Right Arrow event tag card. You're probably in the next PCC going to get yourself a Survivor Pro Diva in a PCC as well, which obviously is going to be incredible. Either that, or they're going to have Survivor Diva options underneath the main cards. I can expect that. They started giving out assistant manager cards towards the end of the tier. Everything that's going on now is now going to start setting up for this new tier that's going to be coming in. Who knows what it's going to be? Hopefully it's a WrestleMania tier, because WrestleMania tier was one of the most memorable moments for me in this game, in my entire history of gaming, because of the guys like Biggie Dude, Lil G, Copter, Moose, Edward, Desperez, Drix as well. It's crazy to think how far we've come in terms of this channel just since then. And we're 17,000 subscribers strong, and I thank you all for it, and let's keep it growing. And that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe we've got a stream tomorrow straight away at the early point of opening Ring Domination. We will have the stream going, and hopefully we can reveal that Survivor card and pray to the gods, the SuperCard gods, it's something good. Leave comments below. Remember, if you are getting a pro from this Ring Domination, let me know, as well as if you're going for your first ever event card. And also remember to help on Twitter with MyDeckZOMG, hashtag MyDeckZOMG, and I will give you a retweet as well. Otherwise, guys, have a great evening, great afternoon, and only one more thing to do, and there's no's are leaving. It's only yes, yes, yes!